Hi, good evening. I'm Sharmark, and welcome to Sharmark. This evening, we're back on television. I'm very excited. My face is all bits, and I'm all decked out. I'm all fashionable, and I'm ready to take you by storm. And we are very excited. I have a very packed show. So you need to tell a friend and tell a friend and spread the good news. And I must say thank you for inviting me to your living rooms, to your bedrooms, to your social media pages. I have somebody who's very close to my heart, very talented. We have built a relationship throughout the years, and I'm excited to share my first guest with you. But first of all, I will let her introduce herself. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Shama.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am excited. My heart is beating because I'm like, oh my God, when they told me I'll be back on television, I was excited. I just wanted it to be fabulous. I wanted it to be rich. I wanted it to be to Sharmark. I wanted it to be on a next level. And the fact that people already started taking you serious, and I just was racking my brains in terms of how do we do this? Like when I got inside of here this afternoon, it was kind of emotional for me because like oh my God, you actually have your own TV show, your own TV set, and I invested so much time in it. And I would like to say thanks to Choice TV and the team for believing in me and believing in the brand Sharmark. So tell the audience your name. I would like to know everything about you today. Like I'm your investigator today.
Okay, I am Shondel Abiola Alexander, the owner of Abby's Exotic Blends Limited.
Wonderful. So Abby, tell us, how did the name Abby's came about? Is that your name or is that just a name you use for the brand?
Um, my middle name is Abiola,
Ah,
which is a name I hated. I didn't like the name
my
at
sister,
all.
but that name making coins for you now, eh?
I didn't like the name at all. So I decided to use that name to bring it close to my heart, to love it. And so I named the business after my middle name.
I mean, like, I think, to be honest, I'll confess to you that when you think of plantain chips, I was like, but how would somebody make plantain chips, tamarind balls, and all of those things into a business? And then now it's just beautiful. I mean, like, as a friend, when I go to the supermarket, sometimes I try to grab one just to show my contribution towards the brand. So how did you come about with this idea? What was the vision behind it?
There was no vision. There was no idea. I became a single parent, and my first thought was I had a job, but it wasn't enough to support the kids. And I sat down one night with a pen and paper, and I wrote down everything I think I could do best. And all of it was in the household. And my first product was green plantain chips. That's how I started off. The first day I bought $2 plantain. You remember we had that little red dollar, the paper dollar?
Yes, yes, that's a
Right.
while back.
Right. So I went into town with a red paper dollar. I purchased my $2 plantain and I went home and I tried it out with a knife, a kitchen knife. I sliced with the knife and fried in a shallow
Frying
frying
pan?
pan.
Wow.
And I tied it in the ice lolly bags, hang it on the door, and it sold out the very day. After school, children passed, everybody bought. It was 50 cents at the time
Okay,
for
wow.
one. That was around 2009.
Nice.
And I went again the following day and I bought $5 plantain. And
Pourquoi goulash, hein, Abby?
of course, I bought $5 plantain, went home, did the same. And on the third day, I went into town, I bought $10 plantain. Because, you want it to grow
You
and
want it to grow.
Right.
And I think when you have a business, you have to be very careful how you invest. So
Right.
slowly but surely, you have to feed it and monitor the progress.
Yes. So I went into town, I got that $10 plantain. At the time, I suffered from terrible migraine headaches. So I got home with my little black bag with my $10 plantain, and I had a terrible headache. So I gave it to my son, my firstborn, and I asked him to put it in the fridge for me, and I went to lie down. The night wasn't a very good one because I couldn't get up to go and see about it. And the following day when I got up, he's gone off to school and I'm looking in the fridge. The plantain is not there. So I'm saying, but where is it? I looked in the cupboard and it was ripe.
Ah,
Yes.
and I know what was next. So you decide to fry the right
Right.
plantain.
So I tried that and listen, it went awesomely well. That mistake became,
It was
that
a
is,
blessing in disguise.
right,
So basically, that was when the ripe plantain chips was born.
right.
Wow.
So it wasn't an idea of mine, it was a mistake that brought the right product
Yeah. So you basically
into
it works
place.
to your benefit now. I mean, like years
It's
after,
our
it's still there.
bestseller.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it is our bestseller.
Okay. And then the logo. I think your logo is very catchy. I realize you all branded today. What was the idea behind the logo?
I did not have an idea. I didn't know what I was doing. Um, when the chip started circulating, I don't know if you remember a gentleman named Kenny Dlokoko,
Yes.
the first person who started bottling coconut water. He came to the gas station and I told him that, you know, I'm making these chips and they're starting to do well and I would like to get it branded. And he told me first I need to come up with a name and so on. And he told me his nephew is very good at these things, Kareem Lacher.
Oh, nice.
So he gave me the number, I contacted him, and that's where it
Yeah, so
started.
it's history.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
Kareem came up with the logo, and then we rolled from there.
I think the logo is very catchy. The fact that I think as a brand it's very easy to read. You don't have to figure out what's there. As soon as you see it, you can see Abby's exotic blend, right?
Right,
Now,
yes.
so what does the exotic blend? To me, if I hear blend, I'm thinking drinks. Is there a drink attached to the brand?
The truth is, I started off on the drinks first
Oh,
before
okay.
the chips, but the chips took off before the drinks.
Okay.
And since I was into confectionery, remember we were looking at the list. There was a list of 28 different things that I could do.
Wow.
So I did not limit it to one thing. So I just ballpark everything.
Well, the old people have something saying, "De la pa gourmet," so now you have 20 la ki pa ka gourmet.
Yes.
Meaning the more the merrier. Yeah, because you cannot survive it with just one fried green plantain.
Right.
So basically the brand underneath the umbrella of Abby's, how many products do you have in all?
At the moment, we have, I would say, 13 products that
Oh,
are
wow.
branded.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Branded with barcodes and everything.
Wow.
But we do have 32 products that we can make.
Okay. Well, Sandisha, the topic is very interesting. We'll go into commercial and we'll be right back and get more of Abby Exotic Blend. Welcome back. I guess your mouth must be dribbling because trust me, my center table is packed with all the goodies from Abby's Exotic Blend, and I just can't wait for us to dive into that. But before we dive into the goodies, we just need to get more information about Abby, the brand, so we can understand the brand. Because I think as Nation, we have to embrace what's ours. And you know, because if we embrace what's ours, I think it will help the economy, it will grow us as a people, and the whole country can just move forward. So Abby, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years with the Abby Exotic Blend?
In the next 5 years, I would like to at least penetrate, well, there's possibility currently in the UK market.
Oh, wow.
So I'm looking to penetrate that market. There is a lot of work to be done. Currently, as you can see, the ripe plantain chips are, well, not rebranded, but repackaged.
Repackaged, it's in the show. Yes, repackaged. This is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Would you like to give us some more information on this packaging?
That packaging complements exports in Lucia.
Oh wow, big up exports in Lucia. Wow. But it's beautiful. It's very upscale. To me, like it's almost like when I bought it the first time, I did not want to open the package.
Yes,
Give us
I
a little
get
more
that.
detail on this package.
I did a program, and that program, part of the program was packaging. And basically they were going to upgrade my label, give me better labels, and give me branded boxes to
Okay.
put the products in. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. If I'm gonna take a step, it has to be a step for better, a step to compete with international brands.
I totally agree.
Right, because when I taste my product and I taste my competitors' product, I know I have a good product, and so I wanted to have it in a packaging that is appealing to the eye, and also to rub shoulders with other brands.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so what is the shelf life for plantain chips, especially your products? What is the shelf life?
I don't like stale chips, so it's
I
3
don't like
months.
shells. Tail chips, I think it has to have the crunchy taste.
Right.
Découché is
Fresh-
not my friend.
the
So
freshness.
the freshness is very
Right.
important. Yeah.
So I give my products 3 months.
3 months,
After 3
beautiful.
months, it has to be discarded. Lucky me, my products don't last 3 months
Okay.
on any shelf. I think we're doing something great, and I look forward to bigger things.
So Abby, tell us, what are the locations on island we can, if somebody's looking at, people, not if somebody's looking at the viewers, where can they get your products, your plantain chips on island? Where can we get it? Because, hold on, I was at the cinema, I go to buy my little hot dog and I say, hey, if we, I'll be in the cinema. I had a problem with that. Not in a bad way. I say, no, my sister promotes. She in the cinema. And I was
Yes.
feeling good as a St. Lucian. I was like, wow, the cinema is actually carrying your product because you've seen Skittles and all those different products.
Right.
And to see your branded product packaged properly in the glass case, trust me, I was feeling good. I was like, wow. So where can you get your products on island?
We're available at all major stores, Massey,
Yeah, that's a big
Island,
word you use there. My sister, major stores. Hey, let's go. Give us the major stores.
all Massey stores,
Wow.
island-wide, except for Massey Gourmet.
Okay, cool.
But we're working on that. You know me,
Amen,
I'm
yes.
a go-getter, so
That's beautiful.
we're working on that.
I see you have tamarind balls, and I must say, not because you're my friend and you're sitting there, I'm not afraid of you, Abby. The tamarind ball really tastes good. I'm not going to ask you the ingredients, but what is the catch to it? Like, I just find sometimes you're too small. I say, Abby, really looking for profit, because to me, by the time I start eating one, I have to eat 6, which is, you try to control your sugar intake. So what's
Well,
the secret
Sharmark.
behind your tamarind balls?
Well, I can't tell you the secret behind my tamarind balls. If you notice, when you buy tamarind balls, you see big crystals
Crystals
of sugar.
yes.
We don't do crystals, the big crystals of sugar.
Ah,
So I can't tell you my secret,
my God.
but this is the difference. That's the difference in our tamarind balls. I
Okay.
don't like when I eat tamarind balls and I roll in sugar on the roof of my,
Yes.
I don't like that. So that's basically what sets us apart from the rest.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, what advice would you give anybody who wants to start a business? I don't like the name small business, because I think everything is, when you have an idea, it's a huge idea. Somebody who wants to start a business, was there ever a time you got discouraged from the starting and say, you know what, this is not working enough, this business is moving too slow? What would you tell somebody to encourage them, or that's thinking of doing a business presently? Because during COVID, we realized there was a lot of business ideas who came about. And then, I was very impressed when I went to the, is it the Taiwan trade show?
Yeah.
And the amount of products, I was like, whoa. So what would you tell somebody who's struggling, or because maybe have the business and they haven't tapped into it properly as yet? How can you encourage them? What advice do you have for them?
Believe in yourself. That is the first thing one needs to do. Believe in yourself. No one can see through your eyes. You're the only one who can see your vision. There are times that I may think of something, and if I relate it to somebody, they would say, but you're crazy. I'm crazy, but it happens after. Everything takes time. You must have patience, and you must be, everything you do, stick to it, work with it, and give it time to grow.
So basically what you're telling us is, if you have an idea, stick with that idea, that vision that you have,
Stick
until
with
it
the
comes to
vision,
fruition.
allow it to born.
Bond, okay.
When it's born, you nurture it. I can't put chips to fry and go on the beach.
Yes.
A lot
yes,
of
yeah.
people believe that when you have a business, you can go on the beach, you can go out and stay out late and come back
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah, because it's a new baby. And you need
Success
to give
is
it
a
time.
very lonely place, and if you are going to become a business person, you first have to look at, I look at it as the birth of a child. When you give birth to a baby, you have to nurture it, you have to take care of it, you have to be there with that baby and nurse it to, creeping stages and then toddler and so on. That's a business.
Beautiful. So, but I mean, just now, wait, I don't want to stray from the topic, but you come here looking so good, like better than me. Is it the plantain chips that have you looking so good? Give me the secret, my sister, because I need
Okay,
to glow like you.
so what I always say, you have to sell yourself before you sell the
Because you look
product.
like nobody that frying plantain,
No.
my sister. You sure is you that frying the plantain? Do you have like a huge factory, or you have elves? Because you don't look like you working hard,
I
Abby.
have a very small space located in the Cardiac building in Sanssouci.
Oh wow.
And it's just my daughter and I now. There were 5 of us, but since COVID, I kept everybody through COVID. But,
Ah,
we started feeling the pinch and I had to let
yes, yes,
some
yes.
people go. So it's my daughter and I now.
We're going into commercial and then we're gonna dive into the goodies. Welcome back. I said welcome back. We have the favorite part of the show, the tasting of the goodies. And trust me, if you have magic powers, you can taste through the television, but I'll taste it for everybody. Abby, tell us what we have because I opened this jar and it
That's,
smells so good. It smells like, what is it?
it's Abby's salsa made with peppers and
Eh, So do we dip
seasoning.
the plantain into the salsa?
Since it's yours, you can dip it in it.
Eh, where suku? I need. Oh my God. Yes. Oh. Abby, this is good.
Thank you.
I need that when I watch my African movies. If we just now, this one is nice. Do it twice. Eh? This one is for the audience because let me tell you, I think I came here hungry. Ow. Abby. Ooh, it's so cool. I like the little paper. Really nice. So Abby, so if somebody wants the salsa, how do you get it?
They can contact me at 486-6179. The salsa came about, I'd say about 6 years ago
It's really good.
when Sea Spray Cruises, they have an elite tour and they purchase the chips and they do the tamarind dip and the salsa.
So is that the tamarind dip?
Yeah, that's the tamarind dip.
If we. Oh my God. You have a training man at you, oh my girl.
Guyanese.
Yeah, it's so good.
Not man, mother.
Mother,
Who taught me?
That's breadfruit.
No, that is Dashin.
Dashing.
Yes.
It's so cool. I hope that will scratch my throat, Abby. Dashing in the dip.
You tell me.
Oh my God, it's creamy. Oh my God. My sister, I think they need to pick the kings, as for the cricket because our. Senisha, Abby, give them the contact number while I eat that last chip.
486-6179. It's also available at the Sandals Lounge in Vieux-Fort. So
The
if
dip?
if you come in and you're waiting for your taxi at the Sandals Lounge, this is what you'll be served.
But what I really
while
like about the
waiting.
tamarind dip, you actually taste the richness of the tamarind. It's not watered down.
No,
So we have one more, which is this one.
pineapple.
Abby, you're really talented. Wait, I think I'll have that one in the what's it again? The dashing.
Yeah.
Wait.
So there are chunks of pineapple in there.
Abby. I feel like I'm on the beach. I used to say block a hole. This is amazing. Abby, give them the number again because I know the audience want that. So, in chance, if you know me well, I'm not lying. If it didn't have taste, I would not lie. It is beautiful. This product is amazing. And guess what? Tell us about the family packs whilst I taste that. Oops, I'm sorry. We have some family packs. So, if you think the small ones is not big enough, we have the family packs. Can you please inform us about the family pack?
The family size are available at Mega J's, Massy Mega, and from me at the moment. These are the two outlets that you can get them. So a lot of people come to me, they purchase them and use it. Some people use Ziploc bags and they separate it for the kids for school.
Oh.
Right.
It's funny enough you said school because I think it's something healthy to give the kids in the lunch bag.
Right. And talking about healthy, our snacks are, anybody can eat our snacks. From toddler, a child who's old enough to chew, can have our snacks. If you notice, the salt content in there is not very high. And
So if somebody has pressure and stuff like that, they can
right.
still
They can
indulge in
also
it.
order products without salt from us.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's not available on the shelf, but if you want a product without salt, you order and we produce it for you.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah,
mean,
we also do mixed packs, but it's only available at Abby's.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. I like the packaging and I like the variety. So it's almost like I feel like you have a whole company. There's not just one chips. So I think if you have one, you might be struggling with it. The fact that you have a nice balance.
Right.
So basically, we can do chips with everything because you have dashing, plantain, sweet potato.
Cassava.
Cassava?
Makabu. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Cassava is a bit difficult to find and sometimes very expensive, so you hardly see it on the shelf.
Now, funny enough, you said difficult to find. How does it affect you when some of those products, fruits or vegetables, are not in season? What do? Can it be freeze for when you need it? Is the texture still the same?
No, it can't be freeze. It cannot be frozen. Plantain can be frozen for cooking purposes, such as if you're making a bouillon. Banana and all these other things can be frozen to cook after, but for frying, no, it doesn't work. The texture
It's not the same.
is
You
not
might
the
not get the
same.
crispy taste out of it.
You will not get chips. You'll get broken up pieces of whatever product it is.
Okay, nice.
It cannot come back. Once frozen, it doesn't come back.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. So you always, so you just have to make sure you always get your suppliers.
Yeah, but if, for instance, we just went through burial and there's a shortage of plantain, and so there's breadfruit in season, so I produce a lot of breadfruit, and when I get other products, I produce that. So it kind of catches up
Okay,
sometimes.
nice. I remember the last time we spoke, you told me you went out for some trade show and stuff like that. In my mind, I say, even plantain chips going to trade shows. Tell us about that, Abby. You really traveling for those chips.
The truth is, I put myself where I want to be. So I was always at the Ministry of Commerce. And you can say I graduate from there. Mostly with Exports St. Lucia now. I'm a member of the St. Lucia Manufacturers Association. Because when you are just one person, you can't do much on your own. But when you're under an umbrella, you get the support that you need. So with the Manufacturers Association, we get meetings, quarterly meetings with the Minister of Commerce, so they get to hear our problems. I'm also with UN Women, Build Back Equal. I've traveled to Dubai, England, Barbados, Antigua. International Women's Day is a very big thing for the UN Women. And so, people are handpicked and we go out there. And
as a local supplier, you would say you get the assistance you need from the Ministry of Commerce?
Yes, I do. I basically push my feet in any door that I need to be in
To make it happen.
to make it happen.
I like that.
Yeah,
Because most times I think people have a product and then they depend on people to make it happen for them. But Sanisha, this conversation was very interesting, and then we'll have to wrap up. Abby, is there any final words you have to tell us before we leave?
Our young people, I am currently working with secondary schools. I do mentorship. Well, I started with the current secondary school, and I am doing internship as well with the Ministry of Commerce for the past 3 years.
Nice.
What I've realized is that our young people are not into production. They're not into manufacturing. All they think about is the money. I just want to encourage young people, because you guys are the ministers, the lawyers, the doctors, and the business people of tomorrow. So you guys need to take life serious, get off the streets, learn a trade, and we will have a beautiful St. Lucia.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, Abby. Thank you so much. And I would like to tell you, on behalf of myself and the team of Choice TV, thank you. And I wish your brand just open doors and have a big factory so you can invite us for a tour. This is beautiful. Tanisha, thank you for viewing.
Thank you for having
Catch
me.
us on a rebroadcast on Sunday. I'm your host, Sharmark. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you.